Ouch.
Hey, glad you came back. So, what we're doing today, initially I was going to do a cibo lechon, or a pork belly lechon, but the pork belly that I ordered, the butcher, they cut the skin off of it. So, what I have to do now is just make a roasted pork belly. It's skinless, right? So, if you ever want to know how to do that, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to use the same techniques as I would if I had pork belly with the skin on. Okay. I know you saw the thumbnail. This is what we got. Yeah, delicious. And I actually made two because one is going to my neighbors. And I'm going to get that to them now before it gets too cold. Hope you enjoy this and enjoy your day. Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard. Okay, so we have here our pork belly. Okay, this is about 5.5 pounds. So as you can see, the ribs, bones have been removed. Okay, because we don't need them here. I've already washed it. It's good to go. So now what I want to do is I want to poke holes in the skin, okay? And I'm using a ice pick, right? So we just want to just poke it up, because this is going to allow the fat to render to help give it a crispy skin as it cooks. This one to go through, and I like this because it has 3 prongs versus the traditional, single prong ice pick. So this one to go through. Just poke this fat cap. Don't hit it too hard. You don't want to tear the meat up, but you do want to perforate the fat. So you can take out a little bit of frustrations on it. That's good enough there. Now what we're going to do, turn it over. Now I'm going to be rolling it like this, okay? But I'm going to be making 2 halves, right? Because I'm making one for the neighbors. So the first thing I want to do, since I'm rolling it that way, is I want to cut the meat, right? About every inch or so. This is going to help the seasonings get in. Now I'm not cutting to the fat. I'm not cutting to the skin, I should say. Just cutting through. And what this is going to do is make it easier for me to roll it like this, you see? Now what I want to do is go cross cut on it. This is going to allow the seasonings to get down into the meat a little easier. Okay. Now, let's talk about what we're going to be doing next. All right, now for this next part, we're going to need some white distilled vinegar, right? Salt, I'm using kosher salt, and black pepper. And what we're going to do is we're going to rub down and season our pork belly. So let's get that going now. First thing I want to do, vinegar. I want to rub some vinegar on it. Now what this vinegar is going to do, it's going to help crisp up the skin, and also it's going to help alleviate some of the odor if you happen to have some. Okay, you shouldn't, but this will help out if you do. Right, get it all rubbed in. Okay. Turn this guy back over. Then we're going to salt it. Salt it generously. Yep, yeah, salt it generously. As well as pepper. Okay, rub it in. Okay, you notice I'm having one hand clean and then one hand I'm rubbing with. Turn it over. Same thing, salt. And this is a lot of meat, so it'll take the salt. It'll take the pepper. Pepper. Okay, let's get that rubbed in. Okay. Now let's talk about how we're going to stuff it. All right, now before we stuff this, now I said I was making two, so I'm going to cut this in half. We're going to make mini rolls. So I'm going to cut this in half because I'm going to give one, I'm going to cook one for the house of straw and one goes to the neighbor. So here we have two. Now let's get these bad boys stuffed. Okay, so now what we're going to stuff this with, we have some red or some shallots here. Have shallots. We have, this is roughly about 4 shallots. And we have here, let me turn it so you can see. Here we have 2 full bulbs of garlic. Here we have about 6 or so lemongrass that we've cut in half and we've pounded there. We have 5 stalks of green onions, okay? And then also, you can't see it here, but I'll show you. I have 2 pieces of star anise. Each roll is going to get a star anise. And then I don't want it too hot because, you know, how the peanut gallery is. So I have some Thai chilies here, right? I'm just going to use 2 in each roll, so it won't be that spicy. Now let's go ahead and get this all rolled up and ready to go. First thing you want to do, I'm going to stuff this first one. I'm going to put our lemongrass. Put lemongrass on it. Grab some garlic. And you can put as much garlic as you want or as little as you want. It's up to you. Okay. Our star anise, we're going to kind of break it and just spread it around. We'll take our chilies, a little red one, a little green one, okay? Then we're going to take our green onion, that on there. Now we're going to take our shallots, put the shallots on it. And again, as much or as little as you want. Now we're going to roll this and we're going to tie it up. I have some pre-cut twine here, butcher's twine. Which is going to help us out here. I'm just going to go, we're going to roll it. Okay, take our twine. We want it to be tight. We don't want the twine. We don't want the stuffing to be coming out of the middle. The ends, that's fine. You know, we'll get to that here in a minute. And I'm gonna put about 5. We're gonna tie this about 5 times. 5 wraps on it. Okay, let's cut these ends, cut the excess. Okay. So here we have it. Now they've been wrapped. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put these in the refrigerator overnight to help the skin dry out. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so they're in the refrigerator. Tomorrow we're going to take them out because it's going to be in there overnight and wipe them down, and then we're going to start the cooking process. And like I said, you know, I'm making 2 of these, so I'm going to have to watch it a little carefully. I may have to move stuff around in the oven, but that's for tomorrow. But for right now, hey, get ready to see what we're going to do next. For me, it's going to be the next day, but for you, it's going to be right now. Okay, just real quick. I know you're watching the video right now, but just real quick. Look, you asked for it. The hot sauces are available, right? At Shrashira.com. It's sweet, it's thick. Oh, tropical habanero. I know you're going to love it. So check it out. Let me let you get back to your video. Enjoy your day. All right, so now here we are, next day, okay? I'm going to show you the pork because I looked at the product that I did yesterday, and I wasn't happy with the way I trusted. So I put the blue can down, right? And I got the butcher's twine and I re-trussed it, okay? I retied it. Looks much better. But what we're going to do, we're going to slow roast this. Now, the first part of the slow roasting, because it's going to be a 3-cook process, right? 3 different ranges of heat, because we want to slowly break down the fat. Okay, we want it to be tasty fat, not that disgusting fat. Okay, so we need that to render down quite nicely. So the first time or the first cook, we're going to put it in the oven for 3.5 hours or so at about 200 degrees. Okay, real slow at first. Okay, so let me show you this pork. We're going to put it in the oven. So as you can see, I retied it, right? And you can also notice that I'm using a stacked bacon tray, which is a bacon tray with a raised, I guess you could say a raised resting area so that the juices and the fats will drip down. So if you want to have vegetables at the bottom to absorb that flavor, this is perfect for it. But we're going to put this in the oven because we want the air to circulate around the meat. Okay, and about every hour we're going to just spin it, turn it around so we have even cooking. So let's get this in the oven. And there it goes. So again, this part, 200 degrees for 3.5 hours, and now every hour we're going to rotate the pan for even cooking. You don't need to see that. I'll see you at the next cooking phase. All right, so it's been the 3.5 hours. Now we're going to raise the temperature to 350, and we're going to roast it for another 2 hours. Okay, and after an hour, we're going to rotate it. So let's look at what it looks like right now after 3.5 hours. Not too impressive, but you can see what we're working with. Yeah. Okay, so now this is, like I said, it's going to go for another 2 hours at 350. Okay, after an hour, like I said, we're going to rotate it to ensure some even cooking. So I'll see you when that part's done. We're almost done. I mean, well, for you it's almost done, but for me, I still got a few hours to go. Get back to it. Okay, so now for this last part, we're going to increase the temperature to 425, and we're going to give it about 40 minutes. So 20 minutes, we're going to rotate it, and give it another 20 minutes, and we're going to take it out and let it rest. So let's see how it looks right now. So as you can see, it doesn't look too shabby. Even though there's no skin, it doesn't look too shabby. So let's get this back in here. 425, 40 minutes. All right. Hey, we did work today, right? If you like this video, if you like the recipe, try it out. Let me know what you think. Okay. If you're not already subscribed, hey, go down, hit subscribe, join the peanut gallery. Hey, we have room for you, and our arms are always open. And you know what else? We'll even leave the light on for you at night, so you can find us in the dark. Also, if we're not connected on Instagram, go to Instagram, put the name in, Shrashira, look for the gray cat, and let's connect. That being said, you saw what I cooked. I gotta feed the masses. Let's get to it. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your day.